Okay, well, we're ready because it's 6 o'clock. Good evening, everybody. I'll call the meeting to order and invite you to stand for the Lord's Prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, it's nice to see people. Especially happy ones.
Okay, everybody ready? Item 2.1, approval of minutes of the Glades County School Board Workshop, August 24th, 2023 at 4 p.m.
I move to approve the minutes of the August 24th meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All aye.
Did we get the second, because two people said it, just
Yeah,
for
Give it
minutes?
to Jean.
Yeah, I already got it.
Is somebody
You
writing
can have the
that?
next.
I am.
Okay.
I'm writing it
You're
down.
writing it, okay.
Approval of the minutes of the Glades County School regular meeting, August 24th, 2023 at 6 p.m.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? None. 2.3, approval of minutes of the Glades County School Board public hearing, September 5th, 2023 at 5:30 p.m.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of the Glades County School Budget Public Hearing, September 5th, 2023.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All aye. 3.1, approve proposed amendments to the agenda, and I'm assuming we have amendments because they are time sensitive? Is that correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, I'll take a motion to approve the amendments.
I move to approve the amendments to the agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
4, public comment on agenda items. None. Consent agenda. I'm gonna take a motion to approve the consent agenda, or does anybody have anything that needs to be taken off?
I need to pull one, 5.6, please.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, then I'll take a motion for everything but 5.6.
So move.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All aye. Okay, Crystal, 5.6.
I just want to abstain from voting because my daughter's name is on there. I'm not sure I have to, but I just want to err on the side of caution.
You should, yeah, err on the side of caution.
Okay, if there's nothing else, I'll take a motion to approve 5.6.
So move.
Second.
Any other discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
All ayes. Action agenda,
Except me.
except for you, that's right. That's right.
And don't forget your paperwork.
4 ayes.
Sorry, everybody, I'm taking notes for the note taker.
Yeah.
Okay. 6.1, authorize the superintendent to negotiate a construction management agreement for the new elementary school with the top-rated applicant.
Today, we held presentations by the 4 top companies for the construction. We had presentations by Ajax Building Company, Morgatti Johnson Construction, Wiseman Culpeper Construction, and Wright Construction Group. The presentations were at 10, 11, 1, and 2. They were 30-minute long presentations, and the presentations were followed by a question and answer. Two of the board members here are actually in the audience. It was open to the public. The committee consisted of myself, Brian Gresseth, Howard Anderson, and Al Brown. And the presentations were outstanding, and I think that our district would have been in excellent hands on any of the four. We followed a very strategic, I say strategic, I don't know if that's a good word, but a very cut rubric of what was, what we had asked for. Their experience with special facilities funding, coming in under cost. There was let's see, I can tell you what they were. The location of the company's office that will staff the project, staff assigned to the project, local participation, experience with special facilities funding projects and phase funding, the ability to start and meet the schedule, the understanding of the project, pre-construction services, and the ability to meet budget and audit preparation. And I can tell you that, this decision has been one that has been probably one of the biggest decisions that I'll make this term. And I have done a lot of praying about this, and I felt that the committee did an outstanding job. And I'd like to forward to you all the name of the top-rated company, and that is Wiseman Culpeper Construction. And our CRA is here. Would you please go to the podium if there's any questions from the board?
He's the architect.
Architect, what did I say?
He works for CRA.
CRA, yeah.
Good afternoon, Greg Kelly with CRA Architects. I'd like to commend the committee today. I don't think they realize that presentations were going to be as professional and as good as they were. It was a tough decision. They struggled with it. But like Ms. Barfield said, I don't think you could go wrong today. I've worked with all four groups, so that didn't make it any easier, but one has risen to the top, and that is the recommendation to you tonight.
Well, I'm glad you're here to do the work, because I was really worried. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Any questions?
When can we break ground?
We've got one small item, and that's finishing the drawings, but after that, we will be ready to go.
The land prep,
Ma'am,
the land prep, the fill and all that.
we will be ready for all of that. Yes, ma'am, we're working right now to figure out,
That's probably
calculate
gonna
how
take-
much it is and
That's gonna
everything.
take the most time.
Yep. So what we're asking tonight is permission to negotiate with the top firm, and we should be able to get to agreement with them. And if for some reason we don't, then we'll come back and ask to go to number 2.
And I want to say, I don't want to call you out and embarrass you, but Elizabeth Peterson is here, and she is with Johnson, and Mr. Johnson is a local person, and they did a presentation today, and I think it says a lot for your company that you all came tonight, and that, because it's important that, the local aspect was very important to all the board, or all of the committee, and so I appreciate you coming. It means a lot to us. And then with that, I'd like to enter, this is,
You can't think of his
I can't
name.
think of his name, I'm so sorry. Eddie Dixon, I apologize. Yeah, Eddie Dixon with Culpeper, and if he wants to say anything, you're welcome to.
Sure.
I've been on that side of the table as superintendent before, so now that feels over, I'm not sure how this is gonna feel, so. Anyway, but we just, Wiseman Culpeper, we'd like to thank you for this opportunity, and you will not be disappointed with what we produce. Because I understand how much it means to a school system, small school system. I was a small school system superintendent myself, did the same process, built a school bond fee that changed that whole town, and that's what we're looking at here. So I don't just hear what you're saying, I feel what you feel and know why you feel it. And so I'm really looking forward to working with y'all. And like I told Doug Barfield, I feel like I'll be a spirit administrator for a long time in Tallahassee and down here, because we'll be at all the board meetings updating y'all. And every board meeting you have, you'll have an update on where we're at, what's going on, pictures like that, and also the newsletter stuff too. So we'll keep you very informed so you can keep your constituents informed of what's going on. Should all be good and positive, so we're really looking forward to it. Any questions?
Estimated time of completion?
We're looking at August of 2025 right now before school
Okay.
starts. So
Should be ready for August.
hoping to start footing dirt in March and get that going, so that's the timeline now right now. We've worked with Sarah many times before, so we're looking forward to doing that, so.
Well, thank you very
Well,
much.
thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thank you both.
Madam Chair, could I just,
Yes.
Greg, we have just a couple of real, these will be easy, no trick questions. Run us through when we're gonna have a set of drawings and what the schedule is for stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, final, how we do all
Okay.
that, so we have some idea what to expect.
We have got, we're working on schematics right now, which is phase 1 documents. We've got a schedule printed, we were talking about it today. We've got a couple of items to work through, citing it on the site. Once that's done, we will go to design development documents. Those will take about 6 weeks to do. After that, we will get that approved by the district. Then we will go to construction document, the phase 3 documents, finish that. Those will take about 8 weeks. So I'm looking at probably by the end of the year, we'll be ready to go with the construction documents.
With phase 3 documents?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When does the color board come back?
What we, at that point, even before then, we'll start talking to you about colors. We want to make sure school name, we're staying with the mascot, all of those things we want to revisit. Not that you want to change, but we will have the opportunity if you'd like to, and all the colors and everything. We will start looking, and then shortly following that will be furniture. We'll talk about all the furniture and everything.
I told them that and they thought I was crazy when I said, we even picked up the carpet. They were like, what? So,
You don't
yeah, we
really,
did it.
you don't really pick it. You-
They gave us a choice.
Yeah, you have
That's
choices.
exactly right.
You have
We give
choices.
choices.
Yeah.
We
Once-
chose the one we
Yeah.
wanted.
Once we will
Don't bring
specify,
any swatches in or anything like that.
we will specify the
There
carpet.
were swatches of colors.
We will specify the carpet once we know what is actually in, the contractor will bid the job out, and once we know exactly what their low bid is, we will get their color samples and come back here and we'll put together a color board that we will literally pick all the parts and pieces out and pick colors.
And we'll want Gloria here on kitchen days, whenever you, really, because she did that kitchen for
Only if
35
it
years and she knows what it was like. She'll help.
Absolutely. We will gather all them up. We're about to get ready to get the dust to settle on the floor plan, so we'll have something we can all sit around with everybody and start talking about specific parts and pieces.
Yeah, because even when we did the kitchen at the high school, there was a problem over there that we had to go back and fix as well. So
Well, we'll
Yeah.
work to,
we got a little experience, 3 schools now.
yeah.
Maybe we'll get this one right.
Okay, what other questions?
One of the things that I'm looking forward to, sorry, Ms.
No,
Craig.
you're fine.
One of the things that I'm really looking forward to, because I think that our constituents will appreciate it, I think our community deserves it, is the newsletter. Is it something that we can send out every week that updates it? And I can tell you, seeing today, and I think it was our first presenter, which was, I believe, was that Ajax?
Ajax.
Okay, when I saw that slide, and I saw the building go up, I was like, oh my gosh, this is really happening. And what it's gonna look like on that site.
That is something else we will do too, speaking of colors, is we will have a rendering of the exterior of the building and we'll talk brick colors, we'll talk roof colors, we'll have all that and we'll show different options on the rendering so that we can pick and choose and get it just like you want it, even on the exterior.
Can we make sure it doesn't have a flat roof?
We're not gonna have a flat roof.
Or green.
No, I haven't considered this.
Silver.
Definitely not a flat roof.
We learned our lesson on that one.
Yeah.
I just wanted to thank you for your, the way you presided today and, you know, everything went very smoothly. You did a great job with that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I concur with Dr. Barfield. It was so hard. I was so grateful I wasn't sitting on that committee because they were all really good, and it was such a difficult decision, I'm sure. And, you know, I'm disappointed for the firms that didn't make it, and, you know, I'm happy that we do have someone now to work with, but that was very difficult. But I learned a lot just listening today, so thank you.
It's like anything else, unfortunately, there can only be one winner.
Yeah.
And I concur with what Crystal said. I learned a lot. My goodness, I was overwhelmed with some of the information and the experience that these people have. And I also said, I'm so glad it's you making this decision and not me. Because I was thinking, oh, that's really good, that's really good. Wow, I like that. And then the next one would come up and I'm like, well, wow, I like that
I hadn't
too.
thought of that.
They all had some unique ideas, and I hope we can steal some of them and get with him, and, because some of them were really creative and things that I'd like to see us do. So,
Any other questions? Well, thank y'all for the opportunity,
So is
and
this
we
an
appreciate it
action
so
item?
much.
Thank
We
you.
need a motion?
Okay, if there's no other questions, take a motion for item 6.1.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion that we authorize the superintendent to negotiate a construction management agreement for the new elementary school with Wiseman Culpepper.
I'll second.
Any other questions or discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None.
I have a question. Never mind. I figured it out. Thank you.
Okay. Amended agenda item 7.1, approve FP Glades LLC Highland Transportation Equipment Services Agreement with attached exhibits, purchase orders, and related documents. Authorize the chair, superintendent, and school board attorney to execute and deliver such revised or additional documents as may be reasonably necessary to effectuate the transaction described in the TESA.
I'm gonna say so moved, 'cause that was a long one.
Okay.
Second.
But I would like
Okay.
for Mr. Gressick to maybe address us about it and just bring us up to speed.
So really what we're looking at is, we've already approved that we're going to be working with Highland Electric for those electric buses. And within that, the original agreement, it was gonna be that we were gonna be paying Highland a certain amount per bus per year. Of course, they're gonna be paying the electrical costs, they're gonna be paying for, if we have to change out batteries, all those kind of things. What happened is, the grant was written, and help me with this, Mike, I'm sorry, Mr.
If you want to, I didn't,
Yeah,
let me handle that, if I may, that little part of it, okay?
Oh,
If you'd rather, you're looking like you want a little,
oh, no, I'll.
Okay, hit it.
Yeah,
Go
If I
ahead.
do it wrong, you let me know.
I will, you can count on me.
I mean, in essence, what happened is FTS, which is a bus company, they're the ones who actually completed the grant for us. And so what happened is, they are actually over the grant funding, the 5.2 million or whatever. And so the expectation is that we as a district would pay the overages of that, of the cost of the buses, which that's fine. But if that happens, then we own the buses. And we were in agreement that they were gonna own the buses. So what the Highland is really saying now in the contract is they're gonna give us the money that we would have used to purchase those buses, so that those buses actually become their buses. And in essence, that's pretty much
Yep.
what you say.
Yeah, the deal, the structure of the deal changed after we approved it, and the feds paid the money directly to the dealer instead of to us or to Highlands. So we had to change the documents to reflect that reality. We're not exposed in any way, it's we've worked on this very hard, looked at it very carefully. We're not gonna be waiting for checks to clear or anything like that. It's all gonna happen at once. But we had to redocument the deal along those lines with the dealer already having the money.
What is the balance of what we're responsible for then?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
Don't we, but we still have to pay $250,000 somewhere, don't we?
No, actually, that's,
It's now built,
Highland, that's all within the contract.
it's baked in the cake now, so to speak.
Yeah.
And the stations?
Dealers, they're eating the down
Stations
payment.
for charging,
That's part of it.
the cost of them?
That's part of that too, the charging stations themselves, we receive $20,000 per charging station.
And
And
the cost?
Highland is taking care of that as well
For the
Okay.
15 years.
for the 15 years.
Then we're responsible for paying market value to keep it.
No ma'am, I mean, our contract is up after 15 years, and we can decide where we're gonna go from there. The charging stations will, I guess they'll be theirs, but I mean, by that time, they'll
They'll
be
be fully
outdated
depreciated.
and fully
As I
depreciated.
recall, the charging stations become our property and the buses are their property.
The last document said that they would take that after 15 years unless we decided to buy it at market value.
The
That's
charging
buses.
stations, okay.
Oh, the charging stations, okay, I just didn't read that right.
I never saw that.
Definitely
on the
the
charging
buses, yeah.
station. Are you
But
sure?
I would assume in 15 years, those charging stations are gonna be
Obsolete.
obsolete.
Yeah, they're gonna be not.
Yeah, that won't be worth anything. Okay.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, so, and really, overall, it's not gonna cost us anything, it's just, really, they just wanna make sure that they own the buses, which, that's not a problem.
Just something to remind you of. What baked in the cake of this deal is we have to pick out, as new buses are delivered, we have to pick out our old buses and disable the engines. So there's not gonna be any selling the buses for fun and profit or donating them to churches or anything like that. We can't do that. We're prohibited from doing that because this is an air quality thing.
I thought we could sell them.
But the diesel engines have to be disabled.
Oh.
There's gotta be a dead diesel engine laying on the ground on or about the time we take a delivery of a new bus.
We can scrap them.
Yeah.
Or sell them to agriculture? You can't do that either?
Nope, that's not the deal.
Okay, so how many buses are we gonna be short to fulfill our needs? I mean, we
We're not
have,
gonna be short any. No, what,
so how
we're
many
just
buses do we have in
replacing,
operation
we're
now?
we're replacing 13 old buses with 13 brand new buses.
Oh, I thought it was 10, okay,
No, no.
it's 13.
Yeah.
And you said we'd have was it 6 or 9 diesel buses still here in the barn?
We'll have at least 6, yeah.
Which have to be disabled or no?
No,
No.
they actually
No,
keep
no, the obsolete,
Oh, so just the amount that we purchased, we have to,
yeah,
Yes.
that's what I,
Getting
yes.
13,
We
we
have
gotta get rid of 13.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're looking at 7 at West Glades and 6 here. We'll definitely have to have diesel buses at this time because of the range of those buses for field trips. Also, like, we're running kids from Buckhead Ridge. It's just, currently the buses don't have that range that would support an electric bus.
Yeah.
I'm thinking not many years down the line, we'll be able to work with those buses.
Or charging as quick as a gas station.
Yes. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Dressa, thank you for all your hard work. This has been such a long process, and you've been so devoted and kept up on it, and I appreciate your
Oh,
hard
well,
work.
thank you. It's not over yet.
I know.
The buses aren't delivered, we still gotta put a bus pad out of West.
I
We got a lot of
know.
work to do, but.
You've spent so
we're
much
on.
time on it. I appreciate it.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you. I second that.
Okay, so anybody have any more comments or questions? If not, then we're ready to vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Nay.
Okay. Okay. 7.2, approved collective bargaining agreement with the Glades County Teachers Association, July 1st, 2023 through June 30, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Everybody's happy?
I think so. I can't see Tammy.
I'm holding my breath.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's happy?
Sammy, have
Is Tammy?
Are you, is Tammy happy? Okay.
Okay,
I just want to be part, we just just decided we just need to be part of picking colors, that's all. That's what we're worried about. We're worried about picking colors. A new mascot.
Okay, another day for that. That is
We'll have to schedule
way-
more time, right?
Yeah, that's a workshop.
It is a workshop, a lot of them.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Is there any questions on this? Not, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Good
All
job.
right.
I think it's a win-win for our district as well as the teachers. And they worked so hard, and I'm looking forward to the next round of negotiations, and hopefully we can continue setting the trend. We are, with this contract, we are back on top with the highest salary in the consortium,
Okay.
and beginning step teacher
Yes.
salary, yes. And, okay, just had to say that. And so I think it just really sets a precedence for not just future negotiations, but for, all employees. So kudos to the board and to the teachers for coming to that agreement.
General public comments? None. Board member comments, business, and Mrs. Prawn or Sarah?
Ah,
I don't really have anything. I already said what I wanted to say about the presentations today, so I'm good.
Patty?
I just want to be sure that everybody realizes that they've already voted on all the workshops and everything that's coming up, and I'm gonna put it on your calendars.
Okay. Kimberly?
I don't have much. I do want to bring up National 4-H Week is coming up the first week of October. And we are sponsoring a multi-county youth field day in Big Cypress. It is open to all youth, so if any of your kids, family are interested in what's going on in South Florida with 4-H youth development, come out and see us. It's from 10 to 2 in Big Cypress. That's all.
Okay. Crystal?
Well, she made me look at my calendar because September 27th is See You at the Pole. And our schools normally do celebrate that, so I have that on my calendar. I don't know if the schools are working on it yet.
You might want to explain what that is, Chris.
It's a nationwide event where students gather around the flagpole at the front of their school to pray for their country, their local and federal leaders. I'm going to miss the next board meeting, so I just want to let everybody know to make sure we have our quorum. I'll be in Gainesville with the School Board Association Board of Directors meeting. So we are going over our platform issues at that time. There are a lot that were submitted. And also the deregulation list, we'll be looking at that and finalizing that as well, that we're gonna submit to the DOE. I think that's all I have. That's all I have.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
I thought I was gonna sneeze.
Information items, other than what we've already had. Superintendent?
Just a couple things, really more informational items. This Friday is senior night. And if we don't get rained out, if you could come, that would be great. We have a very large senior athletic class. Also, I believe it is October the 4th, and I do not have my calendar in front of me, but the legislative meeting at the courthouse, is it the 4th and Straight?
It is at 1:30.
Okay, so the school district is going to be presenting, we are gonna be presenting, obviously, if there's anything that you have that you want me to address, I can. Also, FADS, we as a collective group of superintendents are also gonna be presenting, to each of our delegations, a list of things that we are concerned about. So, I will email you all individually, so, and if you have anything that you want me to discuss, just email me back. I think that's it for right now.
Okay. If there's nothing else, I'll adjourn the meeting. Thank you, everyone.